It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Anthony Brown on the tackle.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the run, it's Barkley. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, third and long.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good pickup there at 20 yards.
The 8-yard line.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Third and goal.
Play action. Stafford steps away to his left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Newton gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Down Bengals.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Newton's pass.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Newton on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. second down. Here's the option. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
On the carry. Montez Sweat brought him down. A 3-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Steelers 0. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It's Barkley on the counter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the gun, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun. Stafford over the middle. He's got Watkins.
Stafford's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And got his man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Bengals.
On first down, it's Newton. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Barkley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down carry for Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
From the gun, Stafford, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
40 got, 40 got, 32. Let's go now, let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for Quez Watkins. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, easy. Hey, check Mike 21.
So they will go for it. Stafford flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the 50, Stafford. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Big 20. Hurry.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Bengals 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 13 yards.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Play action, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A shotgun snap for Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
He's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 44-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Now it's Newton.
Bengals.
Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton
at the 3-yard line.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Stafford going to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.